episode of Mustangs Unscripted, and today we have our athletics director, Ross Lassiter. And Coach Lassiter, you guys just came off of a football season, and I think people would argue it was a very successful season. First thing that I would like to ask is, we look back when you first got here. From what I understand, you guys were a 2-8 team, and then a 3-7 team, and then a 4-6 team, and this year a 6-4 team. And so there's been a noticeable progression of growth. And so talk a little bit about that, and what do you attribute that to?
Oh gosh, there's probably a dozen things you can look at and say, here's the reason for our progression. But I feel like there's a couple of things that really stick out. Number one, and everyone talks about this, they talk about changing the culture, changing the way you do things to improve yourself, either whether it's on the football field or in the classroom, or whatever the case may be. I feel like our kids here in Olton have really taken hold of some of these culture changes that we've tried to implement. Everything from the way in which we practice, the expectations, not only on the field but in the classroom. It all kind of melds together with your team, and you can see. I was talking the other day with Coach Johnson, and we were talking about how especially when I first moved here, I felt like kids were afraid to put themselves out there. Almost like they're more afraid to make a mistake and look bad, rather than try with everything in their heart to go compete and do what they need to do in order to win. And I think that's what's kind of changed here in Olton. Using our playoff game as an example, the score wasn't in our favor, and it wasn't in our favor by a lot, but we fought the entire game, finished the game with a touchdown on the last play of the game. And that's the attitude and the mindset that we really like with our Olton kids. We're going to fight till the end. We're going to do everything in our power to be successful.
Well, and you may have already answered one of my next question. Was noticeably the fight that I saw last year with the kiddos, I thought was pretty impressive, but then I was surprised to see it was almost at a whole nother level this year. And so would you kind of attribute that never quit, never die attitude to what you're talking about?
Absolutely. We talk about this a lot at practice. You're going to perform in a game the way you practice. And I feel like our kids practice extremely hard, and it's been the best year of football practice that I've had. It really is. The kids come to work out every day, ready to work hard, ready to practice. It's about embracing the process, the things you've got to do Monday through Thursday to be successful on Friday. And that, along with some really good senior leadership this year. I've never coached a football team quite like this one, where seniors take underclassmen under their wings to improve them. The seniors this year really understood that for us to be successful, I've got to bring these young guys along with me. And so that's kind of what I attributed a lot of our success to this year.
Absolutely. I'll ask you one final question.
Sure.
This one's a little bit of a surprise, but it's unscripted. So there'll come a point when all of us will retire and move on to maybe the glory years, and I can see you sitting out on a porch of a nice white house with the white picket fence, and Mrs. Lassiter bringing you a glass of tea, and you look out, and there on your lawn is a group of your athletes. And if you could tell them one thing that you hope they got out of athletics, what would that be?
If I had to choose one thing, I think it'd have to be that hard work and perseverance can pay off for you. That no matter what it is, you're going to get out. Whatever you put into something is what you're going to get out of it. Whether it's you're talking about your career, your family, a marriage, raising kids, whatever it is, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you put hard work and dedication into it, you're going to get good things from it.
Well, I think those words are evidence of what we're seeing right now, and congrats to your season and your staff and your kids. And I know you guys don't take credit for it, but you did have a little something to do with it. Those Saturday mornings and Sunday afternoons aren't for free, and And so you guys are willing to put in the work. And
I'll tell you right now, my staff is outstanding. A bunch of outstanding men that, I've got a son in the program, and I'm glad those guys are coaching him.
well, that says a
So,
lot.
yeah.
That says a lot. Thank you guys for your time. And there you have it from Coach Lassiter. We'll continue asking you what's your why, and we'll see you next time on Mustangs Unscripted.